Nintendo released an update called 20.0.1, which basically fixes the whole bricking situation with the 20.0.0 update. But apparently, it also allows you to share a game with someone that is in your family pass, and you don't actually have to have them in like close proximity. So your console can be all over the place. So my idea is I am going to give one of my friends a game and see if it actually works. Because, I mean, I don't trust it. Low-key, I don't trust it. So, we're gonna give... Let's give Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's give Five Nights at Freddy's away to someone else. We're gonna give it to Hallie. We're gonna give it to Hallie, see if that works. Because I tried that last time and it did not work. So, we will see if that works. Yeah, you have to bring the systems close to one another. I don't get it, bro. Okay, so I have a plan. I've got my other Switch here, which I'm gonna try and lend a game from this Switch to the other one that I have that is currently being stupid. And we're gonna see if this game, if this is actually gonna work, because I've got the account logged in on one Switch, and then on the other, I do not. So we're going to give this a shot because I think this is absolutely ridiculous that Nintendo isn't allowing you to even send games to other people unless if the consoles are like right there. So I don't know, man. It literally makes no sense. But we will try and do this because I've got Hallie's account on my Switch. So I, in theory, should be able to transfer a game as long as I have the account that is signed in. And by the way, you can tell this is my other Switch because of this. We're going to... Okay, yeah, we'll try giving Five Nights at Freddy's because why not? Yeah, we're going to lend this. Select user to lend to, Hallie, and then lend. But let me go to the virtual game card on mine, on her account, and we're going to see if this works. Okay, let's lend. There's no shot. Okay. Yes, borrow. Perfect. Okay, we're good. You can only... There's no shot this works. What the frick? Alright, chat. Alright, here's the deal. Here's the deal. So, she has a Switch Lite. And right now, it's telling me that I need to link, or to get rid of the link on it. I don't understand. Why does Nintendo make it the most complicated thing? I'm not going to do it because, like, that doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, there we go. It's just fricked. It's just completely fricked. Why is Nintendo like this, bro? Let's cut to some Mario Kart. Yeah, nah, I'm cooked, bro. This lobby's going to cook me. Anyways, I wanted to also add a little bit of a different part to this video, which is just explaining my overall thoughts on this update. Nintendo's just ruined game share. Plain and simple. Before this, all you had to do was just give someone else your account and you could sign in, and I heard as many as 5 people, based in the comments of my video, could actually play one digital game. Which, is that what Nintendo wants? No, but it was super, super, super good. It allowed people to actually play, and it's not like Nintendo's losing much here, especially considering all of their games, like Animal Crossing in particular was a big example, is people could actually, like, that game sold, like, what, 30, 40 million copies? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sold 70. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Nintendo went from having I mean, it's a loophole, but regardless, it was a very intuitive way. And if they patched this within the first, like, year or so of the Switch's life, then that would have made sense. You know, that would have actually made some sort of sense, because then you're patching out some sort of bug that you don't really want to impact the rest of your generation. You want to actually succeed, right? You want people to buy your games. Put it plain and simple, regardless if they are in the same house or not, you want them to buy the same game. That's all cool. That's all cool. A month before the Nintendo Switch 2 releases. A month is when they decided to patch this. So, as the Switch dies down, the original Switch dies down, and eventually the Switch 2 becomes more of the focus, you're telling me that you decided to wait until the end of the console's life to implement this change that has very much, this will taint the legacy of the Nintendo Switch. I'm almost certain. I'm almost certain you've made it more difficult to transfer, even if you've got two different consoles, two different $400, $500 machines. You've made it more difficult for your paying customers to actually access their games. I've had issues going between different Switch consoles. I've already had issues, and it's only been a few days. I can't imagine what it's gonna be like, years down the line, when you're trying to preserve these physical games. Imagine you have one Switch. You had two Switches, you sold one, but you accidentally had the other one, like a game loaded, like a physical game loaded in on that Switch. And whatever, we don't even know what happened to that one. And you're trying to play like Mario Kart on your on your current Switch, the only one that you have, and you can't because you left your copy loaded on a different console. I don't know if that's even feasible, but it just seems like something that could happen, because that's what happened in one of my videos that I was recording. And I really hope Nintendo addresses this, but I don't think they will. I really don't think they will. This update, this whole virtual game card thing, is nothing but a fix for a loophole that was, instead of patching it out, Nintendo has made this whole different system to make it look like it is some sort of great thing that they are doing. This virtual game card is absolutely, it's a scam. It's a scam. It's ridiculous how Nintendo has gone about this. I'm sorry, it doesn't make any sense. Absolutely no sense made. Implementing it with the last few months or so, last month. You've got 1 month before your next console releases, and I get it, this next thing is going to be on the Nintendo Switch too, but why implement it to the old Switch? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Or, for lack of why not just keep the old thing? It doesn't make any sense, bro. It doesn't make any sense. And I got some comments, people being like, oh, it's just a few icons, when I said that the Switch menu was ruined. It looks stupid. I'm sorry. I've grown accustomed for the past, 8 years, 7-8 years of that menu, with the Switch online icon being the biggest, mistake. That was the only thing that was really that bad about it. We got used to it. Now, the Switch 1 menu literally looks like the Switch 2 menu. I might even put, I'll put 2 screenshots of the menus on the screen, and you tell me what the difference is, other than, it being, have a few, smoother edges. There's no difference. There's absolutely none. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry, it's ridiculous how Nintendo's gone about this. It's nothing new from them. They've always been sort of anti-consumer ever since this Switch generation, man. It changed them. I made a video called Nintendo is Broken, and if you haven't seen it, please go check it out. It's a very good case study for how Nintendo's just kind of fallen off ever since the departure of Iwata and Reggie. But this would have absolutely made its way into that video had I not uploaded it early. It was I uploaded that video a week before Nintendo made this update, and we didn't think this was even going to be an issue. It looked sort of like a fix for a loophole back in the time, but we didn't see it until it actually came out. I've gotten so many comments on my 2 videos about the Switch 2 update, or the Switch update, and people have been saying the same thing. They've had issues playing the games that were easy to play earlier, man. What was wrong with the system that they had before? Oh, I know. Nintendo was losing any bit of money on it because people were using the copies that they downloaded on different consoles. Well, Nintendo, you have successfully made it harder for people to play the games that they purchased on different systems, even if they have 2 different ones. It's a shame. It's an absolute shame. If you guys have any stories about your experience with the Switch update, the 20.0.0 update, whatever, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to see what you guys have, and maybe we'll make another video about any of this if anything else develops. I don't know. I'm terrified. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.